Hi, everyone. Welcome to our very first podcast episode. I'm Heba, and I'm with my sister,
Nira. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. Best
And our
of the year.
podcast was called Who Said What?
Oh, yes. It's called Who Said What? So
It's basically a show about everything and nothing. So it's just me and my sister shooting the shit, talking about current stuff, old stuff, things that we're like, things that we don't like. You might hear us argue because we're very opinionated and have different opinions about a lot of stuff. And then we're very similar in a lot of stuff as well. So
yeah. So maybe we just want to introduce ourselves. So I am older than Nira.
not by much.
So we're pretty similar in age. We're reverse aging right now. So we're going backwards in time, hopefully. And I'm an interior designer. I would say I go between jobs often. I do different things quite often. And generally my mother has always criticized me for that, right?
Because you're jack of all trades and master of none.
Exactly. But the thing is that now as I've gotten older, I've realized that it actually serves me quite well because I get bored, don't I? I do.
Yeah.
I get bored. So I like to do different things. I would say the one thing that I stick to is interior design because I just love a beautiful home. That is like my passion. I really, really appreciate that. It's like my calm and zen space. So I really find that very important. Yeah, tell us, Nira, you take.
Let's see, what
Go ahead.
My job for the last 10 years, 12 years actually, wow, has been a chef. I'm a baker, but desserts. I do desserts, American desserts specifically, and all kinds of desserts actually. The best
Cookies?
and chocolate chip cookies. And
No,
cheesecake.
not the best chocolate chip cookies.
Shut your mouth. The best chocolate chip cookies.
I made better chocolate chip cookies than you.
Whatever. Have
Anyways, she makes the best oatmeal cookies and the best salted caramel brownies.
cheesecake.
I did that one. You got to give me the credit for that
We
one.
did it together. We did. We
Okay, that's
developed it
code
together.
word for we. Yes.
We did develop it together.
Okay.
Heba started the process. I ended the process.
Okay.
Shreen might not like that, by the way.
Oh, Shireen's our third sister.
Our older sister.
Older sister.
So before baking, I was in PR for 10 years, more all in Egypt. I worked in different agencies. And
Oh yeah, it would be interesting to say we're based in Egypt. We're Egyptian. We studied in the States. I identify more as an Egyptian than an American, but yes, we studied in the States. And we're here.
our what's it called? What do you call the primary studies? Like schools. We went to schools here in Egypt, and then we did our higher education in the States. That's basically it, right?
Yep.
We grew up in Kuwait, Egypt.
And okay, I will say I identify myself very strongly as a mother because I have twins. They're 6 years old, and my life revolves around that now. Like literally, when they spend the night at your place, I have no idea what I need to be doing.
She
what I
loves
should
showing them
be
in our
doing.
house.
By the way, they don't spend the night that often.
Yeah, okay, but it's often enough.
What I'm saying is just those
Not
odd
that I
times.
mind.
Those times when they do spend the night, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing with myself.
Oh,
So,
hard life.
yeah, you take them for a week and tell me how you feel. Anyways,
one night is plenty for me.
Okay.
I identify myself as a non-mother, and I do not want to have kids ever. I did when I was younger, but as
I'm
got
very-
older, it was just not. It's not my. It's not.
and that is a
tea.
good choice because now I get to hand them over to you whenever I don't want them
Exactly.
for a while.
I have kids. I just don't have to spend on them. They're my sister's kids, and whenever they get bored, I give them back to the parents.
Yes, you got the best of both worlds.
Having said that, just because don't want to be a parent doesn't mean I don't want to get married. Okay, the two stuff are completely separate. Go, Heba.
Yeah, that's for sure. Marriage and kids are completely two different things.
No,
I will say I don't
digress.
Yes, because that's a whole other topic in itself. Marriage, kids, not kids, single, whatever, divorced. That's like, oh, and I'm divorced. No, I'm married now, but I've been married before, and I got divorced once. So that's also an interesting topic, I find. Anyways, so we're here to discuss lots of interesting things, and we hope you guys will enjoy the show. We're open to anybody giving us ideas of what they want to talk about. Sometimes it's going to be just my sister and I going on back and forth. You'll find that you'll understand why we came up with the name Who Said What, because you're going to be like, You probably will be like back and forth, back and forth. And also at times we'll have guests, and hopefully very interesting guests that will blow our minds and will inspire us, and we'll have like great talks, hopefully.
Should we say hopefully? Because we will.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they will. It will be mind-blowing and it'll be inspiring. So anyways, so just hit that subscribe button so you get your notification for whenever we drop an episode. We'll be dropping an episode every week, and we hope you stay tuned. We are very, very much looking forward to this.
All right. So to go into more details, but like not too many details about the baking. When I was in high school, I used to make pies and cakes for people.
Oh my God, Nira.
Heba.
Are you going to go back 30 years in time? Okay, go ahead. Fine.
Kiss my ass.
Fine.
Okay. I like pretty houses. Shut it. Okay. So, and then it was just baking was always a passion of ours. I think we all do it in the house. It's kind of what we do as sisters and with our mother and our grandparents and stuff like that. It was just,
hence why we were chunky monkeys.
how about there's a difference between chunky monkeys? I was fat, obese. Okay. But hence why we called it the Four Fat Ladies. We started our business called it the Four Fat Ladies. We understand that it offended a lot of people here in Egypt, but it's meant to be ha.
No, wait.
What?
I just went back from high school, and then
You
jumped
talked about
to...
chunky.
No, I know, but then you spoke about Four Fat Ladies. Nobody knows the Four Fat Ladies.
Four Fat Ladies is a business that we started 12 years ago because I left PR and I decided to focus on baking and open our own business with my sisters. And basically it was just, bringing American desserts to the Egyptian community. We had called it the Four Fat Ladies, which I thought was a great name. It is a great name. Great marketing. It has a lot of marketing. You can do a lot of marketing with it. We found out with time that it offended a lot of people in Egypt.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's not our intention at all. But we got kind of used to it, right? So...
Yeah, I know. I thought it was funny because I loved the name. I thought it was catchy. That's the point, right?
Yeah.
You have a bakery, you have a name called the Four Fat Ladies. It's catchy. People remember it. It's fun. We thought about the branding, the marketing around it would be really cool. Obviously, nobody got that here, nor the customer. No customers. Some customers really liked the name, but then some customers, okay, fine. Some customers hated it. But what I'm saying is that what I thought was kind of weird is when we started working with marketing agencies, we had a couple that told us, why don't you think of changing the name, remember? And then they didn't know how to use it like positively. For some reason, they completely missed the mark on that whole, like capitalizing on that fun name with branding and merchandising and all of that. Remember? That really frustrated me so much the first few years.
The people who liked it are the people who've lived abroad.
Oh, and it's not remembered.
What?
And there was somebody that used it a little too much. You remember? What did she say? She was calling our products names, and one of them was the G-Spot.
The fat bundles?
No, there was the G-Spot kind of product. What was it?
Oh,
you remember? I don't remember. And one of our partners was cracking up. He's like, what? What is that? And then we were like, oh God. It was so inappropriate.
But I don't think anybody would have gotten it here anyway.
Yeah, I know, but it was hilarious. Anyway, so we didn't use that. So there was nobody. It was either like one end of the spectrum using like really raunchy stuff that actually did not cater to the market
at all.
And then there was the other thing, like trying to play it too safe, and it just became boring, right?
And then it just lost its pizzazz and it just went downhill.
Yeah, well, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We said bye-bye to the brand, and I've been getting over the PTSD that I had to go through.
You?
Both of us, yes.
I had PTSD for 2 years. It took me 2 years to recover from what?
Okay, fine. It took
from the back and forth. I was the punching bag of virtually everybody. Our financial consultant, who was a relative. I was the punching bag of any of the partners, the customers, the people in operations. I was your punching bag, Nira. So,
I was your punching bag too. Listen, just because I was quiet in the back end.
Quiet? You were never quiet.
Heba, quiet. I was in the factory. Don't think that I didn't get the shit pummeled out of me with the people that I had to work with and deal with. So
okay, well,
it was different. I just did not verbalize it.
Okay, let's not get into this is going to be a therapy session.
She likes doing the interior design so much because it's just she's on her own.
Yes, I get to work on my own.
Tractors.
No conflict. No people that are annoying that I want to pummel. So I can, but I have clients to deal with. And I like my clients. My clients are good.
One at a time. One client per project.
Yeah, I know. But some people, by the way, are not good at that. Like Hazem, my husband, is not good at dealing with clients. I hope he doesn't hear this. He's not that good at dealing with clients. I have no problems with dealing with clients. I'm good with them. I like them.
I had to deal with clients only when I had to take special orders for birthday cakes and stuff like that. And some of them were just deadly. Oh no! Don't even go there.
You were the soup Nazi of bakers.
I was very good when it was me on my own before we partnered. I dealt with all the clients and nobody had any issues with me. But then as I got more frustrated,
you turned into the soup Nazi of bakers.
The clients were just like, no, I had to redo special cakes like 3-4 times in one day because the client's like, nah, I don't like the color pink. It's too dark. Can you make it lighter, please? And the hair is not right. And the mshafi is not nice. And yeah, for the it's like, fuck this damn cake. I don't want to take it. Shove it up your ass.
Anyway, so we've been out of that for what, a year and a half now?
No, me it's less.
You less? I exited a year. Almost a year. And it took me a year to recover, like seriously recover. Like I'm not joking. It took me seriously, like therapy and oh my God. Lots of therapy.
Lots of meditation.
For a year and a half to get out of that.
I have to say, that's another thing that Heba and I like to do a lot, that we are very similar. We're very much into our wellness and meditation and really being centered.
Oh, on that note, I'm a complete wellness junkie. I remember getting into it probably in year 2000 when I got into yoga, I remember. And I remember at that time, yoga wasn't that popular.
Now it's, of course, super popular.
No, but like at the time, it wasn't popular. And I used to meditate too, but I used to meditate because you remember at the time, there was none of these meditation apps, but you had to meditate in silence. I thought it was going to go crazy. So I discovered this one thing called the HoloSync.
The who?
HoloSync.
What was that?
And you know, that was the time when you get the CDs. So I ordered them when I was in the States and I got these CDs. And it's like rainfall. And it was so nice because it gets you into meditative state. But I remember, this is hilarious. I remember with my ex-husband, I used to do it and he used to think I was crazy. Like, you remember when he used to go to homeopathy and he used to be like, did you get your
voodoo medicine?
Your potion from your voodoo witch doctor? I'd be like, it's by the way, and oh my God, that was hilarious. And then the HoloSync meditation, and I used to be like on the bed, like doing this meditation with the earphones and this like, and I used to be in such a trance that I used to like kind of like be like almost asleep sitting down. And he used to walk in the bedroom and he'd be like, the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'm meditating. And I think at the time, nobody knew how to meditation.
And
no, people knew. Obviously.
No, I started, what was it? I did the transcendental meditation because it was the fad at one point.
What year was that?
It must have been...
Me, HoloSync was 2002, just to give any reference.
No, transcendental meditation must have been in 2000 and... I want to say 2004, 2005. 2005.
Yeah, and
2005, 2006. And I remember,
what was that whole transcendental meditation?
Everybody was doing it. I did it with Naveen.
But what is it?
So transcendental meditation is basically what they make you do. You reach nirvana or whatever it's called. You're supposed to do it twice a day. And every time you're supposed to do it 20 minutes, which really kind of irritated me because it means I had to sit for 20 minutes to do, and there is an initiation. Of course,
what's initiation? With the person?
No, there's a couple of, I don't know what they call them, like TM gurus, or they kind of do the initiation process where you're supposed to go, and once you're a member for life. So I'm a member for life of this transcendental meditation group or whatever, like global group. I don't know what it is. So basically, what it is that you go to this woman's house. I can't remember how much you pay.
Here in Egypt, right?
Yeah, here in Egypt. It was in Maadi. You pay, I can't remember what the fee was. And then you're supposed to bring a white piece of cloth, 3 fruits, 3 flowers. She does this whole chant.
No, you're kidding me.
Bing, bing. And then this is your mantra. But you can't share the mantra with anybody.
So she does it one-on-one.
One-on-one. And you can't share the mantra with anybody because it's specific to you, which is total bullshit because I'm sure we all have the same mantra.
And ask somebody.
I just told somebody and they had the same mantra as me. So I was right.
What was your mantra?
My mantra was Shireen. I don't care. I don't do it. Shireen. Yeah.
What does that mean?
And how about really? And you're not supposed to write it down. You're supposed to just remember it. And basically when you then you do a couple of sessions with a big group and they tell you basically, And you're supposed to repeat this mantra over and over and over again until your mind clears and there's no thoughts and there's no whatever. All I could hear was the cars beeping, honking in the street from the apartment that we're in. And it was just painful. I remember being like, okay, just say it. I'm like, for sure, I've done at least 10 minutes. I look, only 2 minutes has gone by. I'm like, oh my God, I have to do another 18 minutes of this. And I continue repeating the mantra.
And so you're just repeating Shireen, 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 Shireen.
And I could not clear my mind. It was the most, and you're supposed to do it in the morning, you're supposed to do it at night. Of course, like at night, I'm like,
what does that even mean?
like transcendental meditation, if you don't have a mantra, they tell you can say the word mantra, you can say that it's basically repeating a word over and over and over and over and over again until your mind clears and you don't think of anything but
Shireen.
I don't know what you're supposed to think of. That's the thing. Like, I'm like, am I supposed to be thinking about this? Am I supposed to be thinking about what time it is now? Am I supposed to be wondering how long I've been meditating for? Am I supposed to, what time am I
But in your
tomorrow?
case, Shireen is pretty close to Shireen.
Which was bad because you're not supposed to relate it to anybody that you know. But then it was so close to Shireen's name.
All you thought about was Shireen.
The sister. That all I thought about was Shireen, and then it was just bad. And then I remember I had this one, and it's supposed to, you're supposed to have like, some people have like an epiphany, or I had a moment where I was meditating, I was doing it, and I had this horrible kind of nightmare almost. And during the meditation, it was like I was in a car accident. I was in a really bad car accident when I was 21, right after my graduation. So it felt very traumatic for me. And I got out of the meditation. I was like, yep, that's it. I'm done. And my friends were like, but Nira, this is the whole point of meditation. You've gone down to something that's really, I've dealt with it. I have no issues with my car accident at all. I'm like, I'm good, I'm done. And I never did transcendental meditation after that. Let's call it TM. I never did it again after that, and I was done with it. But I started meditating more recent. Like, I've been meditating for almost a year every day. It'll be a year in like, I think, a month that I've been meditating every day in the mornings, which is, but I do lead meditations through an application, which I like more because they lead you into the meditation, and whenever your mind starts to wander, because they're talking to you, it takes you back to the meditation and to the breathing, and your mind really does clear. The other day I was meditating at the club in the golf course, and the dog literally came right up to my face and started licking and like sniffing my face, and I didn't feel it at all until it was like in my face.
So he was like,
so cute.
What kind of dog was it?
It was a golden retriever, actually. Really cute dog, beautiful dog. So I, it's lovely actually. It's really nice. And so outside of that, we've done, we do the detoxes every now and then as well.
Yeah, we love the detoxing. We love the water fast. I go to detox retreats that I love. If I could do it twice a year, I would do it. I love those. Those are amazing. I like to go on my own though, or with one person. That's
probably
my wavelength.
Doesn't talk very much.
Exactly. So that leaves out many people.
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
So we do that, and we've done a couple of those sessions. We did Tony Robbins in 2019
in Sydney, Australia.
That was
the power with him. We walked on fire.
We did walk on fire. You got birds. I didn't.
You know what? That completely, that was the one thing I was like, I said, after I did it and I got burnt midway, it reminded me of my character. My character, it's like it was a metaphor of my character. What do? I always start strong. And the middle, it's like, for some reason, in the middle, I always freak out and I panic. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Let me go back. And then I stall and then I powered through. So that I was like, wow, that really is me.
Did I go before you?
I think so.
I just powered through and walked on that stuff and got out. And I'm just like, you don't feel a thing. It's crazy.
I mean, if Oprah can do it.
If anybody can do it. But no, I just walked on. It's not as,
the power of the mind. I would have to say that event with Tony Robbins, kind of like there was a switch there.
There was a switch there, but at one point I kind of drank the Kool-Aid and signed up for other stuff that I was willing to do it if COVID hadn't hit, because I didn't like doing these events, because when you go to the event and you're there in person, and this event was huge. It was how many, like 10,000 people?
No, I think it was like 3,000 people, or was it 10?
No, it was like 5,000. It was quite big. It was quite big. and you guys are, and everybody's jumping and chanting. Some moments were really funny.
I'm not going to get into that now. We'll take it on another episode when we're talking about like these kind of things. That was,
but you really get into.
I even remember it till now.
You really get into the energy of everybody that's there, because everybody's coming in with a really positive energy to make a shift in their lives. So it was really cool. And then when we did when COVID hit, everything became virtual. And I really hated the virtual. And so I had paid for all these events with Tony Robbins, and I ended up canceling all of them except for the
coaching. The life coaching.
Well, even the life coaching, you know what I'm saying? It's interesting. I think you kind of know innately. It just helps you organize your thoughts and give you a clearer vision of what it is. But that's a whole episode on its own.
Yeah, I think that event was very inspiring, and I think the one thing I left with was that one sentence that I cannot forget until now is, you are the sum of 5 people you hang out with.
No, I have it written down on
or you're the
okay, you are the average of the 5 people who you spend the most time with.
Exactly. So then I came back and I cut out several people out of my life. I said, that's not a good average. So I cut them out. Anyways, so
definitely recommend that if you ever get a chance to do one of these events. So it's either Tony Robbins or Landmark, which is what Mark did.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Jack Canfield. There are so many people. It really helps you just kind of open your mind to the possibilities of how great you can be as a person, you know what I'm saying? And really tap into you.
And which is kind of the theme of 2024, by the way. For me, the focus is me, myself, and I.
And your little minions?
No, they come second. Because I realized, that's one thing I realized after I had kids. You have to put yourself first, because if you're not happy and you're not okay, you're just horrible as a parent. That's how what I've experienced personally. So, mentally, I'm already physically, I think the last 2 years I've been like just probably 75% of the time sick, right? Last year was horrible. I just got sick month after month after month. I got pneumonia twice. I kept on getting sick. So I realized physically, I can't be physically sick and emotionally and mentally sick. Well, I can't. No. So the focus for me, my New Year's resolution is for 2024 is I'm focusing on me and self-care.
Oh my God, fuck New Year's resolutions. They're such a load of crap.
Just
make a promise to yourself to make a change, okay? It doesn't have to be New Year's if you want to make a change.
No, I love it. I hate it. Coming up to New Year and 2 days following New Year, I always do these
oh my God, it's a load of crap.
I love it.
It's a load of crap.
It inspires me for the whole year. Anyway,
I hear people are like, what's your New Year's resolution? None. I don't have any. From when I was younger, it was constantly to lose weight, and I never fucking lost weight. So I have no New Year's resolution.
It's been on my list literally for the past, 5 years, and I've been gaining weight since. But this year is going to be the year. I gained like 8 kilos
for like 20 years.
I know. I gained 8 kilos in the past few years, but this year is the year. I'm going to lose weight this year. So that's my New Year's resolution.
All in moderation.
No. What do you mean moderation, losing weight? You have to either lose it or you don't. I'm losing weight this year.
Okay.
So there. Sure, so on that note,
I have no New Year's resolution and Heba does. There you go.
Who said what? So on that note, we will leave you. This is our first episode, and
stay tuned for our next episode, which will be, should we say what it's about?
Yes, run up to Valentine's Day. So we're going to be talking all about relationships.
Useless day of the year.
So you say.
See you next time.
See you next week.